Hi all, this is AllyTN bringing you another episode of the Pokemon Emerald Rainbow Wedlocke. Last time we took on Roxanne and fought a hapless Team Aqua Grunt, and now we get to do a bunch of boring text stuff, so we're keeping Stormy out front because he's got to get some experience. Not much has occurred since the last time. It is now Sunday when I can usually record, and so this should be a regular length episode, not a 13-minute teaser. We're going to come with this guy. We got his goods back. We have to talk to the president. We have to deliver this parcel to the shipyard. I always forget about that mission. Like, it technically exists, but sometimes I'm like, why can't I progress in the game? And then I realize I haven't delivered the parcel. Hopefully that won't be a problem this time. That would be rather obnoxious. Well, why won't the game progress? Oh, I don't know, Ally. All right. Yeah, we saved the staff twice. Pretty interesting that he needed saving twice in the span of, like, I don't know, an hour of gameplay. Okay, so we got a letter. We got to bring it to his son, Steven. Oh, thanks for the Pokenav, dude. That might come in handy later. It has a map of the Hoenn region. I don't think that'll be very useful. Okay, so he heals our Pokemon. We should be good to go. I love Gen 3 because you can't run inside buildings for some reason, so it's just like, man, we're plodding along. We'll get there. We'll get where we're going. We just gotta have patience. Hope nothing else interrupts me before I can continue the game. Oh, man. So now we can call people. I don't think this existed in Ruby and Sapphire. I think it's new in Emerald. Not really sure why they added this, but yep, we can call people. Yeah, I mean, we just talked to him, but it's because I'm looking down at you from my office window. See you again. Yeah, I'm expecting we won't see Mr. Stone for quite a long time, but eventually we can come back and we get something from him. It might be the experience share. Don't quote me on that. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I forgot about this. So, I think you can actually battle Brendan, and I'm just gonna say, I mean, yeah, I guess we gotta battle him. This is probably not the best pair to be doing it with, but I usually treat these rebel battles as if I run into them without paying attention, I kind of just gotta go for it. So, hmm. I mean, we have to switch. And I forgot to buy potions. Oh man. Okay, well, that would be bad news. We don't, we're not doing that. So let's see if we can get it to yawn again. Okay, now let's see if we can get it to not yawn again. Come on out, Scout. This might be a lot of switching. Um, hmm. Wow. This is just how it's gonna be, huh? I mean, I don't honestly want to leave Scout in here while he's asleep, so that sounds like a bad time to me. Um, wow. That's the strat, huh? Okay. Um, hmm. Okay. You know, we're gonna go for it. I have a Chesto Berry. Hmm. Okay. I know Scout's gonna fall asleep, but luckily this thing's kind of silly. So we're gonna use healing item number 1, a Chesto Berry, on Scout. Okay, it's using Ember now. Holy whoa, no! Oh no. Um, okay. Guess we're using healing item number 2 on Scout, a super potion. Oh, this isn't going well, guys. Okay, so he's yawning. I don't like to see it, but what are you gonna do? Oh man. I think we have to switch, unfortunately, because if we fall asleep, we're not gonna be able to wake up. I don't have another awakening or chestoberry. So, we're off to a bad start this episode. I didn't think this would quite go this way. Okay, well, we have to switch because Stormy can't do anything, unfortunately. Oh man. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I think we just gotta go for it. We can switch Pokemon. Oh my god. Okay, that's revolutionary. Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. It's using Bide. Okay, actually, that's perfect. Why would you do that, Brendan? You're giving us a chance here. Okay, it's storing energy, so we don't want to attack it right now. We're gonna use focus energy. Okay, come on, Scout. If you ever want to get a critical hit, now's the time. Nope, okay. Oh, well, never mind. We're fine. Okay, we got this. Good job, Scout. You gave me a heart attack, but we're gonna go buy some potions immediately right now. Yeah, hmm, can't say I'm the biggest fan of how that went, but we did win without losing anyone. That was terrifying. Oh no, let's not do that again. Okay, how many Pokeballs do we have? 18. Oh, well, okay. First of all, we need to get super potions. We can afford 9. Let's get 5. And then I'm gonna get 5 potions as well. And I think we're gonna save the rest of our money, unless we can buy an awakening, but I don't think we can. No. Okay. So that's that. Oh man, that wasn't fun. Can't say I enjoyed that. Let's see how close Stormy is to leveling up. Oh, or we could close the summary tab. Okay, 148. Um, I think before we go any further, we're gonna make sure that this doesn't happen again. So, stand by for a short training session. Hmm, man, this is off to a great start. That was terrifying, I have to say. I feel like it was kind of sheer luck that we got out of that one and he used the worst move possible. But I don't know if that had happened in one of my regular playthroughs, I feel like we would have been doomed. But maybe YouTube's gonna give us a little bit of luck and make sure that I don't wipe on the 6th episode. That wouldn't have happened, but you know. Okay. Um, let's see. Poochyena. Do I have any fun Poochyena facts? I love it. I love Poochyena. That's my fun fact. I guess a cool thing is in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Poochyena is gone now, so now I'm just saying Poochyena facts for no reason. But in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the very first Pokeradar, or not Pokeradar, Dexnav Pokemon that you encounter, um, is a Poochyena with an Elemental Fang move, depending on your type or your starter Pokemon. So if you get Torchic, you're going to get a Poochyena with Ice Fang. If you get Mudkip, you're going to get a Poochyena with Fire Fang. And if you get Trico, you get a Poochyena with Thunder Fang. And I just think that's kind of cool. Poochyena with an egg move. Love it. The only thing better than Poochyena is Poochyena with an egg move. Um, Let's see what else we got here. Poochyena's back. Relevant. Poochyena Shiny is a lovely gold color and it's got like blue eyes. I think it's fantastic. I shiny hunted one and I mean that's all there is to that fascinating story, but like they're very pretty. I love it. I really have no complaints about Poochyena aside from the fact that dark is special in this generation and it's not very good. Um, like design-wise, also lovely. The black and gray. It's got some red in it. All right, okay. Whismer. Let's see, what else do we have to do this episode? We're gonna have to head down and talk to Mr. Briny so we can move on to the next area. Because, you know, if we all know one thing about Hoenn, it's that there's too much water. You cannot get anywhere without flying or surfing. So we don't get to fly or surf for quite a while. So we're gonna have to rely on an old man and his boat for now. It's a good thing we saved his bird, so he owes us. All right. Man, is there anything more fun than switch training because your Pokemon doesn't have any attacks? Anyone who's ever had a Magikarp or an Abra or a Ralts to a lesser extent knows this lovely feeling of just kind of running around tall grass, switching back and forth. Oh my gosh, there's still another battle to go. Okay. Hopefully this is the last one. I love Nincada. When I first got a Shedinja by pure luck, because I had a strategy guide, but I guess I just never read it. So I didn't really know where it came from. I was like, what is this thing? Why does it have 1 HP? And I kept giving it HP ups and then not understanding why its HP didn't increase. For anyone that doesn't know, Shedinja's gimmick is that it has 1 HP. You cannot increase it by any means, but it has the ability Wonder Guard, so it can only be hit by super effective moves. Of course, a lot of things are super effective on Shedinja, so it's not ultimately. Oh, this interrupts my Shedinja rant. Something more important is happening. Okay, cool. He's actually evolving this time. I got the level right this time. Stormy's evolving. He'll finally get an attacking move. I hope. If I have to eat my words on that, I'm going to be cranky. Yes, Stormy evolved into Kadabra. All right. And Stormy learned Confusion. Yes. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to briefly step away from the game to update the layout. Because I am prepared for this. I was actually prepared for it last episode before I knew that, is my mouse dead? Okay, no. Just dying. Oh, bad timing, man. There we go! Stormy and his gay spoon! Oh, okay, well, can we make that a little smaller? There we go. No, it's still not quite working for me. We good? We good. Okay. Sweet. So Stormy has evolved into Kadabra. Let's check out his stats now. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's got Inner Focus still. Teleport and Confusion of 50 power, 50 base power, Psychic type attack. His special attack is through the roof. His speed is excellent, and his special defense ain't bad either. Honestly, I'm just wondering if I should use him in Scout for the next gym. Let's test him out. If the first thing that comes up is a Poochyena, I'm okay. Well, this is also not the best Pokemon to test him out against, but I think he'll be fine. He's a level 16 Kadabra. There we go. One hit. He went from having no attacks to being quite powerful. And now I'm gonna switch Caleb out to the front. Caleb and Louie haven't gotten to do anything for a while. Okay. Save us some walking. Get healed up before we go on to the next part of the game. All right. Cool. So we're gonna go pay Mr. Briny a visit. Question of the day, and I've already asked this one, but I kind of want to know again. Who's everybody's favorite team member now that Stormy's evolved and has an attack? Always exciting to know. Uh, and I mean, Charon really got a chance to shine last episode. Can we get cut? I think we can get cut. That might be useful. I don't think we need it, so I don't really want to teach it at this point, but it would get us a miracle seed. Where's the cut master? I think here. Yeah, I like how you don't even have to get this if you don't want. It's kind of out of the way. Rather silly. There's a couple of things in this game that it's like, this isn't, I think, the worst offender of things you could just totally miss. There's way worse things, such as Feebas, but that is an interesting one. Shedinja, that I was talking about earlier, is also something you can just completely miss if you never leave an open spot in your party. Uh, but yeah. Shedinja is really good for, I think, Watson's gym in at least Ruby and Sapphire. I don't know about Emerald. I don't think they added a check in. But we did not catch an Incada. We caught an Abra, so... all right. We saved Pico, and he's gonna he's gonna take us to Dewford. Anchors away, Pico. We're setting sail, my darling. I love Pico. Best NPC Pokemon. Oh, and then your dad calls randomly. I don't know how he got our number. Just heard from, oh, I guess Mr. Stone just gives out our number to people. That's kind of rude. What if I didn't want to talk to my dad? Sadly, you can't block people on the Pokenav. Missing a key feature. Can't believe he left our family to go off and be a gym leader. Rude. Alright, sweet. We've hit land at Dewford. Okay, so we can get a new potential team member here, but gotta be honest, I don't want to. The next gym after Brawly, who I think will be no problem, we'll see, um, is going to be an electric type gym leader. So the last thing I want is the possibility of having to add a Magikarp to my team. That would be very bad. All right, we've still got some time, so let's see what the trendy phrase is in our version of the game. I'm studying up on the hip and trendy Momentum Home now. Is it true that there's a deep link between Momentum Home and school? There's definitely a deep link between home and school these days. Thanks, COVID. But I have no idea what that means. Yes, yeah. So what these guys do is the trendy phrase actually controls where Feebas will spawn on one of the later routes in the game up near Fortrees. Um, the trendy phrase doesn't actually correspond to where Phoebus will spawn. It's just basically every time you change the phrase, the tiles on which Phoebus will appear change. So really, they're functionally useless. And if you find Phoebus, just make sure you don't change the trendy phrase, I guess is what I'm saying. Now that we're here, I guess we could do a little bit of battling. These guys have water types, so... well, I don't want Louie and Caleb to do nothing for like 2 episodes, so I guess we're making another poor battling decision and hope that we don't run into trouble with this man and his tentacle, I believe. Yep. Okay, it's level 11, and we're using physical attack, so we're fine. You know, the famous physical attack, Gust. Love Gen 3. Alright. Oh my gosh. I'm wondering what ability Louis has, because he might have Shield Dust again, and if that's the case, Poison Sting is just absolutely no concern. Not that we're not 10 steps from a Pokemon Center, but... alright. Good job, Louis. And then we're going to switch out Caleb. We could also add a new team member in the cave today. I'll consider it. Okay. Which do you prefer, fishing in the sea or stream? Neither. I'm not a big fan of fishing in Pokemon or in real life. Um, don't like fish, like to eat. I don't have a problem with fish as like an animal, but I think fish as an animal are pretty neat. I've had a lot of fish in my life. I think my favorite is the Plecostomus, those little sucker guys that clean off tanks. I had a Plecostomus named Kenmore for a number of years, and he got very large because we put him in the turtle tank. So they're really neat fish. They have like rough skin, and so when we had to clean out the tank, we couldn't actually like scoop them up in a little fish net. So I just kind of had to like grab them, put them in a bucket. I don't think they appreciated it very much, but I do think they appreciated their newly cleaned tanks. So, uh-oh. Oh man, really? Really, Tentacool? That's not cool. That's not Tentacool. Okay, we're switching. I apologize, kind of. I'm not that sorry, but I'm a little sorry. All right. If my theories are correct, Louis doesn't have to worry about poison sting, so he's just going to take this out, no problem. All right, and a Magikarp. I'm just going to leave Louis in. I don't want Caleb to take more poison damage. All right, Magikarp's no problem. Oh, well, Magikarp takes a gust better than Tentacool, I guess. There you go, Louis. We love our gooey Louis, even though he's significantly less gooey now. Okay. Fun thing about Emerald, people's numbers just get automatically added to um, your Pokenav, and you cannot tell them no. So that guy might randomly call us at some point, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Let me just check that Caleb's got enough HP. Yeah, he's fine. Last thing I want to do is just be talking about nonsense and then Caleb's fainted. Oh no, that would be horrible. All right, cool. Getting healed up. We've got about 8 minutes left, so I think we will go for our encounter. Um, who should we take into this? Um, let's see. If we run into a fighting type, Louis would be a good option. I think we'll take Caleb and Louis and see what we can catch in the cave. I'm not going to be using any repels. Oh my goodness. Elliot here! As I was saying, we could just get randomly called by this fisherman. As always, he's fishing with wild abandon. Are there other places he can catch than sea? Are there other places I can fish than the sea and rivers? Yeah, there's ponds, bro. Wait till you hear about ponds. Get these powerful urges to fish just about anywhere. Oh gosh darn it, my line's tangled up. Gotta go. Find me some new fishing spots. All right, Elliot. Yeah, that could just happen at any time for no reason. Cool things about Emerald. Oh, wait, I think we missed a hidden item. Let's go. I think there's something over here. Yep, Pokeball. Sweet. There might be more, but I only know of the ones that I've found over the years in the game that I've memorized. This guy gives you Flash. You need Brawly's gym badge to use it, but in Generation 3, unlike in the Generation 6 remakes, you don't actually have to fight Brawly to talk to Steven. So I could technically just go talk to Steven now and skip Brawly. I'm not going to because I have a level limit. I don't know what that level limit is, probably 18. I will look that up before we actually fight him. Okay, our encounter is a Zubat. This does not surprise me. I'm also not disappointed. I love Zubat. All right, Caleb, buddy. Let's not kill it, please. Oh, well, if that had been a crit. All right, so it's a male Zubat. Let us try to get him in a Pokeball. Oh, the Devon guy gave us another Great Ball. That's nice of him. We'll save that for something that's not a Zubat, I think. Okay, cool. Again, I really love Zubat. One of my favorite Pokemon I ever had was a shiny Zubat named Alia. But you know, they are pretty common. I've used one in basically every Nuzlocke I've ever done. Okay, what should we name this little guy? Okay, I'm going to name him after. So in my middle school, for some reason, we had an assignment to choose some Greek names because we were studying Greek mythology or something. And the names I chose were Aelia and Cornelia, so we're gonna name him Cornelius. Um, yeah, come to think of it, that's a strange assignment. But there you have it. Cornelius was transferred to someone's PC. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna finish the cave this episode just because. I mean, we have to fight Brawly anyway before we leave. We could do some gym battles instead to wrap this up. But I do want to check on Cornelius in the PC and just see kind of what nature he's got. Who we're going to be able to pair him up with if someone unfortunately passes. Okay. Which I'm hoping won't happen anytime soon, but also, you know, there is the reality that um, he's a quirky nature, so he is also Arrow. You know, we love to see it. Um, this can be our Arrow box. All right, cool. Um, I completely forgot what I was just talking about. It's chill. Let's go get some experience, I guess. Yeah, so Brawly, I don't know, not the scariest gym leader if you have the right Pokemon. He can be scary if you have Pokemon that can't take out his Makuhita, because it's pretty bulky, but as long as you have an early game bug type, you're honestly fine. They 4 times resist his attacks. That's why, I mean, I'm kind of leaning toward Louis still, but I feel like it would be good to get Stormy and let Stormy and Scout do something. Oh no, not Bide. Whatever shall we do? I mean, Bide can be extremely dangerous in a Nuzlocke, don't get me wrong, but only if you can't kill it in, like, another turn. Alright. Every time you fight someone in here, the gym gets a little bit brighter. Oh my gosh. Oof, are you stumbling around in the dark? Oh. For some reason, I was not aware that double battles could just happen like this in Generation 3, but I'm fine with this. Let's just take things out twice as fast. Time is, after all, our most limited resource. We're kind of coming to the end here, but I'm not too concerned with making it exactly 30 minutes. I think we'll probably just finish up the gym and call it a day. All right, yeah, these two will destroy Brawly. I mean, we could probably take him on right now, but I don't know, I kind of want to have a dedicated episode for that. I guess you'll know when you see the thumbnail if I drew another big battle scene. Uh, big battle scene, I say. I draw 2 Pokemon in the gym leader's ace and I call it a big battle scene. Okay, where are the rest of the trainers? There we go. There's no need for Brawly to be involved because she'll crush us. We will see, Jocelyn. There are a lot of Metatites in this game. Um, I'm not a big fan of Metatite, not for any particular reason. I don't think I've ever really trained one aside from in my Omega Ruby Shiny playthrough. I had a shiny Medicham that I found by accident, named Neverland. I also have another shiny Medicham. Sheddy? Yeah, that's not a thing. Another shiny Medicham named Carolyn that I found in a Nuzlocke in like Emerald. So for some reason, I also have another shiny Metadite named Joshua that I found in the Friend Safari. So Metacham is one of those species that I have an awful lot of that I remember the names of, but that I've never actually like used. So maybe that'll be different this time. I don't remember where you get Metacham. What, like Mount Pyre? Okay, probably not, but we'll see. This guy's got a Makuhita. I honestly was kind of hoping for a Makuhita, but that's fine. Zubat, we love. Won't be very useful for the gym, so I'm hoping no one perishes. But hey, neither will any of my teams. They're all bad, all weak to electric. Uh, I gotta be honest, I'm nervous about that. But what are you gonna do? I guess Brawly's the only person left, unless there's somebody else. Um, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? We're going over time, but that's fine. Man, I'm not very good at sticking to a plan, am I? Alright, a level 16 Machop is our first opponent. You got this, Stormy. Man, this is not how I usually play Nuzlockes, but I guess it might just be fine. Would be kind of a shame to be like, alright guys, we've started a new episode, we're taking on Brawly, this might be really difficult, and then Stormy like one-shots everything. But we actually are going to switch out for Metadite because Stormy is not super effective. Alright, Scout. Let's hit it with a wing attack. Oh, it's using Focus Punch. Well, gee, I'm really glad that I didn't use a Focus Energy like I briefly considered. I forgot that Brawly uses a TM for some reason. Every single gym leader has like a TM that they'll use. Roxanne's is Rock Tomb, Brawly's is Focus Punch, but like Focus Punch is such a bad move when you actually attack that I forgot it existed. He's potion spamming. It's fine when we do it, but when the gym leader does it, it's just annoying. I'd rather he use it on Metatite than Oh boy, Brawly, I don't know how you think this is gonna work out for you, buddy. Okay, cool. He's gonna use Makahita. Let's switch back out to Stormy because I think Stormy will be able to handle this quite nicely. I've never had a Kadabra for this gym before, and I'm like pretty excited about it, to be honest. The level limit was in fact 19. We might have to train in between episodes before we go anywhere else. Okay, and it's a one-hit KO. Cool. And that was Brawly. I'm gonna draw a really dramatic like scene for this one. Really dramatic. What's the word I'm looking for? I have no idea. Picture. And then people are gonna watch the episode. They could be like, "Wow, that was anticlimactic," and it was. Yeah. We got the knuckle badge from Brawly, and I'm sure he's gonna give us Focus Punch, which we will never use. I don't think any of our Pokemon can even learn it, to be frank. I'd be very surprised. Oh, wait, did he give us Bulk Up? Wait, is Meditite just randomly knows Focus Punch? Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I got confused. Bulk Up is in fact the TM that he gives in this generation, and more and more it's looking like I've never played this game before, but I have many, many times. Um, it's just been a while. All right, we're gonna heal up and call it a day. But I always like to just kind of like end my episodes outside of Pokemon Center. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you on the next episode when we possibly go to Slateport. I will probably train a little bit, but there's a small problem that's going to keep me from training all the way up to level 19, which we will find out on the next episode. See you guys later.